I ain't gonna lie, Jam been had a lot of clout through the jails, especially, you know what I'm saying? He did 10 up in there, you know what I'm saying? Me and him was in Lawrenceville together. Him was always talking to Durk on the phone. Durk was always sending Jam money, like.
Nah, hold on. Now, this an old interview of Big Mike, man, where Witty Apparatus just recently re-uploaded, bro. And this stuff that's going on around this Lil Durk and OTF Jam situation, man, make this interview hit a little different now. Big Mike say that, you know, he was locked up with OTF Jam, and OTF Jam used to tell Big Mike about the stories, you know, how Lil Durk was sending him money and looking out for him. But the thing is, how close was Lil Durk and OTF Jam really was before this whole situation went left?
He was taking care of, you know, and this ain't something that I done heard, you know what I'm saying, that from another Jam told me this out his own mouth, that Durk taking care of him and shit, and when he come home, Durk gonna have a con for him and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? This ain't no third party, this come from his mouth to me when we was in Lawrence.
See, now this is why I want to react to this right here. Everybody know the story that's being told right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know that story, but Big Mike is actually speaking on the relationship before all this even hit the fan. But now, it's about to get hot, man. Y'all hit that like, hype, and subscribe, boy. It's your boy BT Scoop. Let's get into it.
Been vocal in our last two interviews that you really don't mess with Lil Durk like that. You know what I'm saying? They allegedly had a song dissing him or whatnot. But
right.
when it comes to the case, and have you seen how the case played out with the different co-conspirators and all that? Have you kept track of that or any of that?
I mean, I looked at like shit on YouTube or whatever about they were saying like they had people was wearing wiretaps. You know what I'm saying? Some I don't know these other little dudes, but supposedly some other little dudes that's signed under his label. I think his name Boogie.
Yep.
And what's the other one name?
Vonnie.
What'd you say?
OTF Vonnie. OTF Vonnie.
Yeah, OTF Vonnie. I seen some shit about them. I heard one of them like 17 or something like that.
Yeah, that's OTF Fatso, I want to say.
Yeah, him. Okay, I just recently heard about him last night.
Yeah, I heard he's going back to school. He going to college. You know
what I'm saying?
Boys.
And they talking about this was one of the shooters. So and then he signed under Durk. So how people gonna look at that though? They looking at it. You out here. You supposed to be pushing peace and saving the kids. With how people looking at it is that you sending these kids off that sign under you. You know what I'm saying? Who you supposed to be watching over? Who you supposed to be looking out for? They names in the indictment.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Some kids though.
Now, here goes one name that came up that I had to ask you about. We kind of talked about this offline a little bit.
Right.
And you seem to be a little familiar with him. It's a guy by the name of OTF Jam.
Right.
Now, he's an older cat, and he allegedly did 12 years. He allegedly got into a lot of situations on the street. You know, he's known as a shooter. I'm not saying that you're saying that. I'm saying that's what they say on social media.
Right.
And
Hey, boy, I just heard somebody call OTF Jam a killer rat. Boy, that's crazy work right there, man. If OTF, hey, bro, where did their relationship go wrong? OTF Jam and Lil Durk, bro.
he linked up immediately with Durk. Now, what's your knowledge of OTF Jam?
Jam, one of them. I ain't gonna lie, Jam been had a lot of clout through the jails, especially. You know what I'm saying? He did 10 up in there. You know what I'm saying? Me and him was in Lawrenceville together. You know what I'm saying? That's when we really started, like, I really started, like, kicking it with him and shit. We really started talking it. You know what I'm saying? Building and shit like that, kicking it and shit. I was working in commissary in Lawrenceville and shit, and he was down there or whatever. But, I mean, he got respect all through the jails, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then nobody f with him. You know what I'm saying? He had respect through the jails. He got the clout. You know what I'm saying? He been mentioned in Durk's songs before he even got out of jail. So he already had, his name was already out there before he got out. And then when he got out, it just added on to it. And cause now he got some money now. You know what I'm saying? He got a chain now. You know what I'm saying? He looking good now. He ain't got them prison clothes on and shit no more. But Jam always been known for one of them niggas who didn't play with niggas. Like, people didn't play with dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause he you up. You know what I'm saying? Beating like you don't want to fight him. He will beat the fuck out you. You know what I'm saying? Like eating niggas used to be scared of dude. You know what I'm saying? But now you know the allegations is coming up and shit, and now you got all type of niggas like want to tweak and shit like that. Everybody just wants something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? But some of the niggas who talking and sneak this, y'all the same niggas just hanging with this man every day. You scared of this man and everything. You not gonna publicly speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of them niggas gonna publicly speak on it. You know what I'm saying? They scared of dude, man. They terrified of him. That's like same shit with brother. A lot of people don't want to speak on that shit. Zoo the only motherfucker that speak on brother. You know what I'm saying? But
see, that leaves you to think, man. Was Lil Durk actually, you know what I'm saying, recruiting his friends, or he was just recruiting the guys that was feared, bro? Now when the heat turn on and the switches start, you know what I'm saying, get the burning up shit, bro, is OTF Jam gonna stand in that fire? No, you see right here, bro, I don't know what the world went on with these two individuals, bro, but seems like OTF Jam might be holding some type of greed against Durk or something. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the chat.
a lot of people ain't gonna speak on him though. Now with the allegations, I don't know if the allegations true or not. See, I watched
They saying he gotta get on that
Trenton's
stand,
News
bro.
say he talked to him. I don't know if he actually did or not. Trenton's News said he talked to him. And he told they ass where the paperwork at. He ain't told on no motherfucker about it. You know what I'm saying? So with that situation, I really don't know what's really going on until shit start hitting the fan. You know what I'm saying? It's the early stages right now. You know what I'm saying? It's the early stages.
Well, now we know. That man got to get on that stand, bro. He gonna have to get on this stand. I don't know if he was thinking what Lil Durk was gonna wussy out and take a plea or something. No, bro. He took it to the gates, man. He gonna see everybody that's telling. That's crazy work, bro. But once you win that type of situation, you win that game in that life, bro, that's what come with it, man. And you got to be ready to deal with it. Some of these guys be the killers in the streets, boy. But when that freedom get taken away from them, bro, they can't stand that.
But if he did, it's gonna come to the light anyway. You can't hide.
Facts.
Yeah, that's true. Just the same as with Trench's News situation or whatever. Like, because this case is so high profile, it's in all the news, just like Duck's trial. Dog,
Right,
it's
yeah.
gonna come. It's gonna, like, once the news starts reporting on it, you're gonna have to take the stand. It's gonna come out. But social media is making a heck of a case, you know? And I hate to say that because I hate to, and I'm not saying that he's a snitch or anything like that, and I'm not accusing him of snitching, but they're making a heck of a case saying that, you know, Jam is one of the informants in this case. Now, you mentioned earlier about cats who were talking down on Lil Durk before they got out. Was Jam one of those cats?
No, hell no. Jam was always talking to Durk on the phone. Durk was always sending Jam money. Like, Jam ain't want for nothing inside that jail. You know what I'm saying? Dude made sure Jam was straight.
Wow. So Durk was taking care of him even on the inside like that, right?
Yeah, he was taking care of him. You know, and this ain't something that I done heard, you know what I'm saying, that from another Jam told me this out his own mouth, that Durk taking care of him and shit. And when he come home, Durk gonna have a con for him and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no third party. This come from his mouth to me when we was in Lawrence.
So you were in Lawrenceville with Jam for how many years? For how long?
And I was in Lawrenceville for like, I want to say 4 years damn now.
I asked that because there's a story that he was in Centralia and he had actually beat up some dude for talking bad about Newsom. You know what I'm saying? That's like a rumor out there.
He be beating shit. I'm telling you can't. He one of them dudes that he like die hard. You know what I'm saying? He die hard with it inside them prison systems. So it's like with him, if he see him off and you know, niggas in jail, that's all they do is gossip. They go sit around, they go get to talking about niggas. That's what they do. They gossip all day, every day. Niggas ain't got nothing better to do but gossip. It's like they fan the fuck out in jail. Like, them niggas is in jail and like real suckers. Like, they something wrong with them. But yeah, like he be beating. He gon' if he over here y'all talking about some shit and you talking about one of his people, one of his homies or something, he not gonna do no talking. He gonna beat the fuck out of a motherfucker. And motherfucker know that niggas gonna start getting silent when dude walking past anyway. If they
And that's why Durk recruited that boy. I'm telling you.
talking about some shit. But some
Durk
niggas
don't
think
know
they
him,
tough
man.
because a lot of niggas ain't seen the bump. They just think that his name, you know, he got a lot of hype behind his name. But no, he got a lot of shit behind him that can bag it up too because he know how to fight. And in jail, you got to know how to fight.
Yeah, that's the one thing, man. You go to jail, you gotta be good with them hands. You know, ain't no weapons. Yeah. And you say that he's known for really beating cats up. I mean, there's several stories out there. So I mean, I'll take your word for it.
Boy,
now, you yourself, in your communications with Jam, had you ever felt like, yo, there might be something weird or odd about dude as far as like maybe like he might be like informing?
Hell no. Jam ain't never gave off no vibes like that. Jam was really a motherfucker who stayed to himself. He worked out all the time. He ain't never gave off no vibes like that. He always was a respectable ass. Like, everybody respected him. He'll look out for you. You know what I'm saying? If he knew you was one of the, like, let's say, all right, we was all in the same game. So if he was to see another motherfucker that he know can't fight, but that's one of the guys though, he gonna take up for bro. He gonna tell him to fight him. And 9 times out of 10, the who wants some tough with the other ain't gonna want to fight. That's the type of nigga he was. He'll look out for you and everything, bro. He ain't that. If you was
so that's crazy. So basically, y'all listen to this. Listen, OTF Jam just basically said F Durk. His life over Durk life. Which one is more important? Who life you gonna take? Your life or that man life? That's crazy work, man. Get what you signed up for, bro. That's what's gonna happen. People gonna turn on you, man. You gotta choose your friends wisely, especially when you got bread like that.
Tell the jails right now in Illinois, them the jails I'm talking about. I don't know about other jails. If you was to tell the jails right now that Jam is a federal informant, ain't nobody in them jails gonna believe you until you show them paperwork.
That's crazy, man, because this is so different than what we've been hearing. Because right now, social media is having their time. There's obviously, did you see the picture that was going around in the interrogation room?
Yeah,
do you think that's Photoshop or do you think that's real, man?
Man, oh no. Because the way the internet is now, Witty, man, they be.
I think it's real. Back then we was questioning, but that is real.
AI and pictures and all types of, I don't know, man.
And it looked like it was his face, but it could be somebody put his face on somebody else looking up at the camera. You know what I'm saying?
But look though, if he was in the station, I'm pretty sure it's some type of paperwork that said he was in the station that day. So if they can find paperwork that say he was in the station that day, yeah, then that's him. And he was in there eating. Yeah.
All right, Big Mike. So you were talking about the whole interrogation room situation in the picture. So what do you think about this?
I mean, it looked bad because, and then the picture, the internet crazy, man, because the picture is him looking up at the camera as if he know it's like, if the picture is real, bro, the look is a guilty look. Like he looked up like, damn, it's a camera sitting right here. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
that's him. Man, that ain't no Photoshop.
If that is true,
boy.
He finna have to deal with a lot of shit. He's
gonna get critical.
They finna be on him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how Durk feel about the situation. You know what I'm saying? I know he still have love in his heart for him, but their relationship ain't never gonna be the same, especially if that man gotta sit down and they talk about.
Was OTF Jam one of Durk's sliders though? Keep it real. I don't know, man. They put him in songs, bro. OTF Jam, get out there. I ain't gotta give him
the death penalty on that charge. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. And it comes to this, and I made this point before I went live, and I was like, well, what charges could you have that would have you turn on your mans if he, like, how much time are you looking at for him to like, because essentially you're putting Lil Durk in a murder for hire plot.
Right.
The biggest penalty for that is the death penalty. And so the other charges that go with that are for life. You know what I'm saying? In the federal system for life.
For sure.
Like if you caught, because the rumor is he caught a gun charge that he didn't want to take like a year ago. And I think there's I don't know if it's real or not, there's a mugshot or whatever floating around on social media. So if you catch a gun charge, what is that, 5, maybe 10 years? who would send a man to jail for life for the death penalty just so they didn't have to do 5 or 10 years? That's horrible, man.
That is some fucked up shit, because if he get convicted, he will die inside that prison. You know what I'm saying? And like, cause I worked in hospice too in Lawrence, so I didn't watch die. Like, they had this racist ass white man that used to be back there, and I used to go back there and take care of this, even though he used to be calling me niggas and shit. He used to be like, get the fuck away from me and shit like that. But I knew he was just he was one of them from back in the days. He racist. He came up racist. But that still ain't stopped me from helping him, because I knew he was dying at the end of the day. Or maybe him and Durk really ain't been seeing eye to eye. He like, oh yeah, nigga, you. Or maybe
that boy just told and couldn't take that time, bro, and couldn't admit it to them boys' face, bro. Maybe that's the case. Maybe he just told. Maybe it ain't none of that what Big Mike talking about. Or maybe Big Mike probably knows some insides, bro. But maybe he just told it. Just to tell, because he didn't want to go do that gun case, do that time for that gun
Durk
case.
Doing more for certain motherfuckers than what they doing for him. You know what I'm saying? It could be anything. It could be he just did 12 years and he ain't trying to go back to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, that too, that's a big one. Now, the rumor is, and I hate to keep hitting you with all these rumors, but that's all we got right now. And I just want to focus on the fact that they are rumors. Now, the rumor is that his baby mom had got shot and killed. And then after her being shot and killed, he built up a resentment for Lil Durk for some things that didn't happen on the streets on his behalf.
Right.
Did you heard anything of that nature?
I mean, I don't know nothing about it. I mean, I do know, heard that his baby mama had got killed this, and he had like a little animosity towards motherfuckers because he felt like a motherfucker supposed to did more. You know what I'm saying? If you shout me out in songs and you saying how much of a demon I am and how much you fuck with me and all this, somebody just killed my baby mama. Of course, in his mind, he expecting, okay, y'all doing all this, allegedly doing all this killing out here in these streets, but a motherfucker killed my baby mama and y'all still ain't did nothing.
Man, after hearing Big Mike speak on this situation, it makes me wonder how many of these dudes around Lil Durk was actually his friend, bro, and how many of these dudes was around Lil Durk because he was beneficial to them. He had the money, he had the power, he had the connections. Money, power, respect is the keys of life. This keeping it a band. But my question is, where in the world in this relationship did OTF Jam and Lil Durk go left, bro? Because from what Big Mike is saying, bro, the whole time they was in there, you know what I'm saying, in prison together, it was highly speaks of Lil Durk coming from OTF Jam. He was even smashing people out, man. But since then, though, boy, it's been crazy because you see now it was a picture floating around the OTF Jam and didn't nobody know it was real or was it AI. Him looking back at the camera like, oh man, I done effed up. We don't know whether if that was him telling on Lil Durk at that point in time or what, man. But just keeping it real, man. It's interesting to me because Big Mike still saying, you know what I'm saying? He say he ain't got no love for Lil Durk like that, but he say he don't want to see nobody behind them walls. And the way this looking right here, man, it did lead me to question, bro. Was OTF Jam really cool with Lil Durk? Like, you know what I'm saying? It was presented in these rap songs and stuff like that, or, you know, was it all a facade, bro? And that could be a key evidence in this case, man. But I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. This your boy BT Scoop. Shout out to Witty Apparatus and shout out to Big Mike. Hit that like, hype, and subscribe. I'm out.